Good morning, everyone. Game Methuselah. Well, I was getting up this morning and answering all my social media requirements here, looking on the YouTube and the Twitter and see what's been discussed overnight. And I got a response from someone on my how difficult you should make your adventures video. This guy was obviously a very thoughtful DM, and he had just killed his first player character, and he had written me a small tome to try to explain what had happened and if I had done anything differently, or if other people who saw it thought maybe he should have done things differently. And this really resonated with me. I think he did everything perfectly. But, you know, I don't want to out him on social media because that's always bad. Poetry stud. But he was obviously very thoughtful. He's been relatively new DM. He's having a good time playing and running it. And he killed his first character. And as he let out the deal, it was a person that they were captured by the goblins and an evil wizard, and they were being sold off or going to be sold off to someone or ransomed or whatnot. And the character decided, well, she didn't want to be shackled, so she fought back with the guards, actually cast a spell upon them and fired a spell at the boss, who then fired a spell back and killed the character. Oops. This is how it happens. Now, in my response to him, when I told him I thought he did a perfect job, I said, look, if you have any doubt, pick up the news and watch what happens when the police go to arrest someone and they pull a gun and shoot at them. They're normally rolling up a new character. And that's what happens here. Now, if the person was doing their character in character, and that's why, and added to the storyline, I think that's good. I mean, I think that shows excellent role-playing, and we've had that a lot in my group. I tend to always reward them on their next character with something special to basically thank them for helping out and pushing the story forward. You know, if they died, you can give them a mysterious magical item, like Strider carried this old broken sword for years because, well, it was some kind of family heirloom. Who knew that once it was reforged, it was this epic magic item? That type of thing. But this happens all the time in the hardcore group. I have a story where I ran a paladin, and this was quite a while ago, I believe 3rd or 3.5. And I run a standard Dudley do-right, sort of absolutely unwavering in his zeal and belief that everything he does is correct. When you don't show up for the game, for whatever reason, family, emergency, got to take your wife out, whatever the deal is, the rule in our group is your character still runs. So someone else plays your character, and hopefully they are a good enough game master, or good enough player to be able to run it successfully. In this case, it was Matt Coville. And my paladin ran. It was, I guess, a module or a modified module that was being run by John. And everyone got sort of captured by this demon. And the demon said, well, you have to all fulfill one mission for me, or I will not return your soul. And it was one of these things where I guess it was forcing the characters to go down this other adventure path. Well, Matt Coville looked at it, and he's looking around. He goes, well, Jim's not going to do this. His paladin will not submit to this. And it's like, well, this is what has to happen. I mean, it's either that or die. And Matt goes, well, hell, he dies. You know, there's no way. Jim's paladin pulls his sword and yells to his god and charges the demon. And, of course, the character's immediately killed. And the following week, of course, I show up for the game, and they're all sitting there going, oh, your character died. And it's like, really? And they related the story. You know, what Matt did, Matt looked at me and I said, that's absolutely perfect. That is exactly what the character would have done. And that's what role-playing is about. You lose characters all the time. You know, if you don't lose characters, in my opinion, and of course it's a humble opinion, you're not playing a game that has enough significant risk in it to make the victories really as rewarding as I like. Now, they might be great for the people playing them, and they may enjoy it, so if that's the case, stick to it. But what I always like is the games that are, as you know, challenging. But the point is, play your characters as characters. If they do something that gets them killed, you know, appeal to the game master for some divine intervention or a way to resurrect your character from Hades or something. And this happens a lot in our games. You know, it's best to have the great role-playing and enjoy the outcomes when they come. I think it's really sad that this poor guy has been feeling badly now for over a month that he killed this character, because I think he did the best service for his game. In any event, I just had to get up and rant because this sort of appealed to me. So until I have a chance to talk to you again, fight me devils fight, for I hate peace. Game on.